Alright, so we're back at Millennium. And today's video, I'm going to talk about how America fell from grace and how Trump, some ideas that Trump might have thought about while thinking of his plan to make America great again. So let's get to it. We're talking about the struggle for supremacy. We talked about the deficit, exports, the economy basically. We're talking about America and how it's falling. So let's find out how to make America great again and how it fell from grace. These are the two paragraphs. It fall and vision for betterment. Increasing cost of services, decreasing savings, a growing number of beggars, criminals, and drug addicts, loss of enthusiasm for industry, a weak long-term vision of the world, All right. So all these bad things and a weak long-term vision of the world market for consumer goods. America is not doing enough to produce the goods it will need, nor to export what is required to finance and reduce its debt. These distressing developments are rooted in a profound cultural mutation. The cult of immediate gratification, the lack of internationalism, the weakness of global social solidarity, all reflect a country abandoning those values for which it is so universally admired. Now I'd like to just say, we see all this happening, the increased cost of living, more deterioration in society, and no understanding of international trends and movements, and a poor manufacturing sector, less exporting, increasing debt. And he says the root of all of this is the cultural mutation, the me, the instant gratification culture, the lack of awareness of the world they live in, and losing its old values that made it great, universally admired. This predicament may be changed by a relaunching of an effort to invest in industry and in the infrastructure needed for an efficient market economy. A rise in savings. So how about that, huh? The arrival of new products, or a conquering commercial will. So just speaking of the rise in savings, look at how the females are nowadays, especially the ones that, the gold digging types, which is a majority of them, it seems. Or a big minority of the pretty ones, or a majority of the pretty ones for sure. So, what does that say? When we're losing the instinct to save for future crashes. And girls don't get any younger. So, what does that say about the society? And no planning about the reduction of debt. Immediate gratification, you know, solipsism, thinking just of me and now, and pleasure and now, not even work or whatever, you know, sacrifice, or let's see how long I can stand and work for a day or whatever. I don't know. So immediate gratification is what I'm saying is weakens you and your willpower and your strength. So the use of America's southern backyard. So they're saying we need efficient market economy, more savings, arrival of new products to produce and export, and a conquering commercial will, right? Arrival of new products. I wonder what he means by that. I guess new products to boost the economy. So Central and Latin America is important to the country. It's an asset, main asset. So I think he's talking about the people that are immigrating here now, because I don't know what else they're doing except exporting guns and the gang stuff and the drugs, you know, the money from the drugs, I guess. For such rejuvenation to work, however, United States must become a Spanish-speaking nation. So he's saying Spanish-speaking nation is important. But I think this is subtle propaganda for globalism. That's what some people could say, you know. A lot of this makes sense, but a lot of this seems to be against what other people are saying. But anyway, so he's saying all of this is unlikely, all right? So that could be true, because, I mean, only the Republicans can be doing the good things. Democrats might be doing a couple things that are good for the country, even though Republicans say it's not. So he thinks the economic center of the United States will continue to move towards the south and towards the Pacific coast. So Cali is where it's at. This is due to an aspect that is completely new in the evolution underway in the U.S. Its trade and commercial exchanges with Europe are not increasing, as is the trans-Pacific trade. It's more than half of the transatlantic trade. Well, anyway, it's increasing a lot, and it'll be doubled. So he's saying the trans-Pacific trade is bad for America because it's coming from China to America, not America outside. It's one way. So that's what we see with China, and China's taking over our debt, so that's the way it must be until we can get rid of our debt. But it seems, like he said, all of this is unlikely. So that's enough for today. We leave off at 45. 8 minutes. Perfect.